Okay, day three of reading and finishing up Animal Snoops. So we have a little section left to read and complete our annotating for today. I hope as a reader, you're beginning to recognize that stopping and intentionally thinking about these parts of what we do when we read are helping you become better at comprehending when you read versus just reading all the way through and not really intentionally stopping to think about anything. To me, reading is kind of like putting a puzzle together. You have all these different parts and pieces that have to kind of mesh together, so a lot of the things that we're practicing, making inferences and asking questions and making connections and visualizing, those are kind of the puzzle pieces that as good readers we put together that equal really good comprehension skills. So, here we go. Deep secrets overheard. Tick tick creek. In the eerie, deep water gloom off the coast of Norway, an enormous sperm whale makes mysterious noises before it abruptly rakes its toothy mouth through a school of swimming squid. Immediately, right off the bat, y'all, I am visualizing. There are so many descriptive words in this paragraph: enormous, eerie, gloom, mysterious, abruptly, toothy, school. Those descriptive words help me just picture this scene in my mind. Scientists believe the whale is using echolocation in the same way bats use echoes of their ultrasonic chirps to see in the dark. The whale's ticks and creaks help it zero in on prey, but the sound may also help distant sperm whales to find a good meal. The whale's echolocation sounds travel farther than the length of Manhattan Island. Sly sperm whales may eavesdrop to learn where another whale is hunting successfully and drop by for lunch. So I was surprised to read how far a whale's echolocation sounds travel, further than the length of a Manhattan Island. So that's a really long way for sound to travel through the water. So I thought that was really surprising, very interesting. So you're on your own to finish up reading Animal Snoops, finish up those annotations, see what you're thinking. I hope by now you've really been able to practice all of our different types of annotations. If you haven't quite gotten there with all of them yet, that's okay. But hopefully you've at least practiced using most of them with doing a really good job of explaining as you go.